Charlotte Danielson Framework for Teaching. This PowerPoint is an overview of the Charlotte Danielson Framework for Teaching, which is widely used in Maryland public schools. This document was developed and produced by the Maryland State Department of Education through federal funds. The Towson University Teaching Modules Development Team was led by Debbie Gartland, Project Director. Also on the team were Roberta Stroh-Snyder, Val Sharp, Michelle Pascoe, Lenore Chapman, Jessica Kirchen, Jessica Moore, Rebecca Malloy, and Darlene Fuster. Thank you to all the content experts and others who provided feedback on the teaching modules as they were under development, including Towson University faculty, staff, and teacher candidates, and school system and MSDE personnel. This PowerPoint is the first in a series of PowerPoints in the Danielson teaching module. You have 30 seconds to study the words incorporated in this Wordle. These words will help you complete the activity presented on the next slide. Let's see what you already know about the Danielson framework. Here's Activity 1. For this activity, let's divide into 4 groups. Each group will be assigned one of the web topics. The groups may work at computer stations or use chart paper to post the information known prior to progressing to the next slide. Group members, you are not to search for information, but rather post information you already know. We'll rotate the groups in a gallery walk manner so that each group has an opportunity to respond to each web topic question. The questions are: what is Charlotte Danielson's background? What research has Danielson conducted regarding the teacher evaluation process? What is the purpose of the framework for teaching evaluation? How is the framework for teaching evaluation organized? Who is Charlotte Danielson? Charlotte Danielson has a multifaceted educational background. Her undergraduate degree is from Cornell University in history. As well, she attained many advanced degrees in philosophy, economics, and educational administration. She has taught all grade levels from kindergarten to higher education. Her administrative work focused on curriculum and staff development. She is most renowned for her work as a consultant with Educational Testing Service, where her work addressed teacher performance assessment, teacher training, teacher effectiveness, and teacher evaluation. Explore the 2 links on this slide to learn more about Charlotte Danielson. Charlotte Danielson's work with ETS regarding the development of a framework that state and local agencies could use for teacher licensing and certification led her to help design and validate the Praxis 3. Her primary responsibility was to design an assessor training program to evaluate the performance of novice teachers. The result of this task was the Framework for Teaching Evaluation Instrument. This framework has now been expanded to support the evaluation of other school personnel, such as educational specialists, school psychologists, and school nurses. The Danielson model is research-based. In 2013, the Measures of Effective Teaching project released its final set of findings. The project was funded by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. It involved a partnership with 3,000 teacher volunteers and dozens of independent research teams. The mission of the project was to define and provide examples of what great teaching looked like. In 2009, as a result of this project, MET identified multiple measures used to determine how to define good teaching. The Danielson framework is included in these measures due to the fact that it was a valid assessment tool. The key finding was, when teachers perform well, their students perform better. The research question: how can a set of measures identify effective teaching fairly and reliably? Here's activity 2. Before you start, let's think about this. What does it mean to be an effective teacher? Now, using your experiences, how is effective teaching currently evaluated? Are these methods fair and reliable? Let's see how you did. These are frequently used methods currently used to measure teacher effectiveness: classroom observation instruments, student perception surveys, and student achievement gains. In analyzing the 3 overarching categories used to measure teacher effectiveness, the following findings were reported. Student perception surveys and classroom observations provide meaningful feedback. Specific procedures and evaluation systems can increase trust in the data and results. Each measure adds value, but there should be a balanced approach to weighing the components. The use of videotaping is good for teacher feedback and for training of observers. Shorter, frequent observations give a more accurate picture of what is happening in the classroom. Observers must be trained so that judgments are consistent. Explore the sources listed on the slide for more information about the findings. Essential points to remember about the Danielson framework for teaching are noted as: 1. It is a research-based model. 2. The framework is aligned with the Interstate Teacher Assessment and Support Consortium, or INTASC, standards. And 3. It is a multifaceted tool. This tool, or a variation of it, is used by most Maryland local school districts. There are 4 overarching domains in the Danielson framework for teaching. Each domain has corresponding components with corresponding elements. The 4 domains, 22 components, and 76 elements are explored in the second PowerPoint in this Danielson teaching module. Let's review. Refer back to your responses in Activity 1 and add new information learned. How do you see this framework impacting your teaching? What other information do you still want to learn about Charlotte Danielson and the Danielson framework for teaching?